Hey, you saucy little biscuits. Welcome back to Bloodborne. And by saucy biscuits, I'm not referring to any people. I am actually referring to well-condimented biscuits, if you are out there. And if you have attained sentience, hey, you are delicious. Much like sweet, greasy, blood-covered dog. Now, we're a bit further back than where I left off last time, but I just had some shinies I had to go back and get. Promised I'd get them, and I certainly shall. But not before I brutally murder some honestly quite innocent beasts. Ah, yes. This fellow. Right. Now, you may have seen how that hit took off, well, there's no real other way to put it, a fuck ton of my health. Well, to put it simply, this is not a normal hunter. You may notice he has glowing red eyes. This is a sign in this DLC of a vermin hunter. I don't know if that's what they're actually referring to him as, but they got these little fuckers called vermin in them. And they strong. And yeah, that fucking guy. That was sweet servant spike those two did right there. They're best friends, I mean, and old yellow eyes and red eyes there. So just be mindful of that if you're going over there. That fella's a toughie. I mean, they have the exact same moveset as their normal old hunter varieties, but they just do way more damage and have way more health. Is there a greasy dog version of them? I have no idea. No idea whatsoever at all. Nice fucking miss, man. Nice fucking miss. You know, why don't you go use the old hunter bone more? Pisses me off, and it always has in Souls games, how NPCs and enemies and stuff like that can use the same magic you use, but in perpetuity. That is so frustrating, because I would use the old hunter bone a lot more, except for the fact that it's so limited in its use, and I mean, you can only use it like, what, probably 4 times before you won't have enough quicksilver bullets to use it again. Maybe 5 times, maybe 5. It might only take 4 bullets to do it. But yeah, so it kinda sucks, but they can just use it as long as they want. Especially the final enemy you have in the Hunter of Hunters quest lines. You're familiar with that bitch in there. You know what I'm talking about when NPCs use the old hunter bone fucking constantly. Alright, fucking payback time. Let's go, bro. Fucking go. Got a torch and a torch hammer? That seems excessive. Come on, Connor. Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you. Not much, but I believe in you. Probably less than most people, actually. I believe in you because I know you. But, you know, still, try, and try again. A lot of the enemies in this old Hunter DLC have just fucked me up a lot because I'm so used to being able to stagger almost every normal enemy just walking around. Hey, there's your vermin. There's your vermin right there. Come on, let's open that up, see what we got for an item description on this bad boy. If I can ever find it. Hoo-hoo, red jelly, delicious on toast. Aborted fetus. Yep. Delicious. But not quite as good as vermin, the root of man's impurity, writhes within flesh, a centipede-like creature discovered on successful hunts by League hunters. Vermin found hidden within filth are only seen by League confederates and are the root of man's impurity. The League has assumed the task of finding and crushing all vermin. Perhaps there is some mercy in the madness. Those who wish to see vermin can, and those who choose to are provided with boundless purpose. So yeah, there are those. It is a usable item, and if you were to use it right now before you go and join up with the League, I don't think it will count towards your advancement in the League because you just crush it. And I think you have to have talked to the Grand Master of the League, a Grand Dragon of the Confederate, something like that, I don't know. kept talking about how the South will rise again and shit, and hey, there's the Beast Cutter, as that hunter down there will be so nice to demonstrate down there. It's, you know, it's good if you don't have... It's kind of like an alternative, in my opinion, to like the Saw Spear, or what, Saw Cleaver, or the Hunter's Scythe, which will be a weapon that we see a little bit later on. It's the one that the old hunter enemies that use the old hunter bone are using. It's just kind of an alternative one in that. It's not a good one, but it's kind of, you know, a solid all-rounder, I think. At least in its normal form. Then in its big chain whip form, it's a little bit more interesting. But slow as balls. And the attack crows, the ambush crows, excuse me, are trying again! Aha! Oh my god! Ooh, it's the most successful crow ambush in the history of Bloodborne. But alas, as always, they have died. So yeah, I was wondering in the first part how to get past this gate, and just like in the normal game, or in the non-DLC, you know, got a lever right there for you. So no big deal. This guy has no idea how bad he's about to fucking get it. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. You know you fucking love it. Blood vials, thanks baby. Appreciate it. Delicious, delicious blood. So here are some fellas, they won't do anything to you. They're just kind of hanging out there. They might have been playing like, what do you call it, craps? What is it? Ah. That wasn't the one I wanted. Come on, curtsy. Curtsy to them, you bastard. Oh, yeah. I'm a classy lady. We'll charge you, but they ain't got shit. They ain't got shit. Alright, now, time to move on in this DOC. These fellows, on the other hand, they will hit you. They got shit. They got some shit. But unfortunately, they are not much of a match for a large flaming ball of death. Though really, how many of us are? I mean, we're all going to die one day, and a big flaming ball of death will be a pretty abrupt way to get you there. Or really just any giant rolling ball of sufficient mass. I'll do it. Or even like a rubber one if there's a pit to knock you into. What is me doing? What am me doing now? Oh, yes! Showing off a weapon that I forgot exactly where I ended in the last part. I think it was getting my ass kicked by a blood-starved beast. But I went back to try to get my souls and got killed in there again, and then I was upset and I decided, hey, screw this, I'm gonna kill that guy. So then I did manage to kill him, and anyways, this is the weapon that is in that cave that he is guarding, is the Amygdalin Arm. It's pretty nice. I like its moveset, and in this transformed version of it, it has some pretty awesome range. It doesn't have stupendous scaling by any means, so it won't be the best damage dealer, but it's pretty cool. The arm of a small Amygdalin Great One. Strictly speaking, the Amygdalin Arm is no trick weapon of any sort, but certain madmen wield them like clubs. Starts as a large, tough, blunt weapon formed of bone, but when extended, the hand quivers as if it were still alive. How do you get it to transform then if it's not a trick weapon? Does it have a little butthole you put your finger in there and it's just like, oh, and it goes? It's a valid question. That's all I'm getting at here, people. That's all I'm getting at. But yeah, so not really anything great with scaling, but it has a pretty cool moveset in my opinion. So, you know, there's that. Come on. Get back to the... Oh yes. A trick weapon wielded by the old hunters, this thick iron cleaver slices through the toughest of beast hides, and when transformed, the blade splits into sections, allowing one to lash it in the fashion of a heavy whip. This crude weapon relies on brute force and is regrettably inelegant, suggesting that the hunts of the earliest hunters made for horrific affairs, painted in sanguine blacks and reds. Well, yeah, because it's so pretty now, I'm covered in sanguine blacks and reds. Oh, but it's so much more elegant, all of the bloodshed and gore, and the... Hold on one moment. No, it's still disgusting and horrible? Oh, good. And once again, astounds me that they apparently lost the means for automatic weapons in the normal world. But here in the Nightmare, where the old hunters roam, they got that stuff still. Real good. A real good light right there. Oh yeah. What were you gonna do? Though they were not very sturdily made. You can just roll right into them. They just break. Not the greatest craftsman in Yharnam to just be completely. Ooh, blew your load a little early there, buddy. Ugh. Poor Mr. Two-Pump Chump Turret. Thou shalt be missed greatly. Yes. Ah, right. So we're getting a little further along in it because, I mean, you don't need to see the same thing over and over again all the time. I might as well get to something new eventually, right? Like giant exploding blood sacks. No, that was from last time too. Am I completely covered in blood and up to my heels in it? Sweet, sweet. You know, I've said it before, but I will keep saying it. This would just be an absolutely awful world. I've looked at some stuff, like I thought about maybe Dark Souls would honestly be kind of like Mordrin would kind of be a cool world to live in, you know? Thought it would kind of be neat. I'd probably avoid Blight Town, I'll admit, and whatever the demon ruins are, and probably getting spit roasted by this dude and his fucking buddies. Try to avoid that. But you know, a good bit of Dark Souls I think would have been cool to hang out in. But there's not very many areas in Bloodborne where like, yeah, I'd go there. In fact, there is exactly zero. There's exactly 0 areas of Bloodborne where I would be down to hang out. It is, you know, it's an HP Lovecraft, you know, super fun fest. And, you know, he might be down with that, but, oh boy, I would not be. I wonder if they're ever just going to have you fight Cthulhu, like just go straight up with it. Just fight Cthulhu. But here's the joke. It's the cute plushy version. Ho ho. I think they should totally have that as, because that's like the one kind of boss I don't think FromSoft has ever put in one of these games. Like just a complete cutesy boss. Hold on, let me think. I'm running through my head with it. Well, Sif in Dark Souls, maybe. He was pretty cute, but I mean, he was just like a dog. I mean, like, super ridiculous, big, soft eyes, adorable cute. That's what I want. Oh my god, this is a bad idea. Not really fighting these guys, but what I'm going to do is just a bit. Oh yeah, yep. What would that taste like? Would it be like normal blood? I don't know. Somehow I imagine it'd be worse. Goodness. Solid play. So, what you should have done at the end of that bridge there is keep going forward instead of going down here. Because if you keep running forward along there, you can get to a shortcut that'll, you know, open up to the, up to this point, only available lamp. And that would be super handy, so you don't have to, I don't know, run back so goddamn much. But who knows if I'll ever figure that out. Me, in retrospect, honestly, it's kind of spoiler to you. I do record several of these before I do this post-commentary. Actually, there still was live commentary for this game at this point, but my play was no bueno. Not bueno. It will get better, I assure you. I assure you. Hot and sexy. Ooh, constable's trousers. Fucking sweet. Come on, me. Show what, yeah, turn to face the camera for some reason first, bud. Because that was needed. Ah, the constable's trousers. Once upon a time, a troop of foreign constables chased a beast all the way to Yharnam, and this is what they wore. The constables became victims of the beast except for one survivor, who in turn devoured the creature whole, all by himself. This fable is a favorite among Yharnamites who are partial to any stories of pompous and tolerant foreigners who suffer for their ignorance. It makes the blood taste that much sweeter. Right. So, if you ever wanted a fable to make a grim fairy tale look bright and fucking cheery. Just apparently look to the lore of old Yarnum. They actually are pretty decent. They just pretty much straight up look like blue jeans. And of course, that's what Angus McIroncock could be wearing. I mean, why wouldn't he have blue jeans? I can't possibly foresee a reason. They stay nice and clean. Everything else is just completely douched in blood. But, you know, keep them pants clean, bruh. Ate the monster whole. Why can't that ever be an option? Your guy just kills like a giant boss and then just sits down in front of it with a fork and knife and just slowly but surely starts to go to town on it. Just a little bit, you know, stay classy. Oh wow, I was almost fucking killed by a dog. Giant blood-gorged horror monsters, pfft, no problem. Fucking Fido will rock my world, though. I never liked killing dogs in games, though. Ever. Ever. Well, I take that back. I was about to say my one exception is, like, the Souls series and stuff, so... yeah, I guess it's not so bad in there. Though no dogs... these dogs may be the hardest dogs since Dark Souls 1, though. They definitely turn to ass. Oh! That's my cue to finish up, so see you, everybody. I'm fucking burning, I'm melting, I'm knocked to the fucking ground, I got a camera rammed up my ass, getting a fucking colonoscopy for a flaming dog, what the fuck? No! Just die, just fucking die, man, just fucking die! Oh, nice fucking miss, nerd! What up? Fuck!